In the 20th century, one name has left a lasting impression: Allis-Chalmers. From compact machines for family farms to giants rolling across vast fields, Allis-Chalmers has become a symbol of strength, durability, and pride in labor. Today, we look back at 5 of the most reliable used Allis-Chalmers tractors, machines that not only plowed the land, but also plowed the memories, etched deep into the hearts of American farmers. Allis-Chalmers WD. In 1948, America had just emerged from World War II. In the fields of the Midwest, crops needed mechanical power. And in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Allis-Chalmers introduced a new tractor, the WD. At the time, it cost just $1,830. Over 145,000 WDs rolled off the line in 5 short years. Today, if you find one in good working condition, it can fetch anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000, depending on the condition of the restoration. The WD was most popular in the Midwest, where the land was vast and farmers needed a machine that was strong, durable, and easy to repair. Because of its reliability, the WD became an icon of the 1950s, an image imprinted in the memories of millions of American farm families. Engine, 4 cylinders, 201 cubic inches. Horsepower, approximately 30 PTO horsepower, nearly 34 drawbar horsepower. Transmission, 4 forward, 1 reverse. RPM, 1,400. Fuel capacity, 15 gallons of gasoline. Weight, approximately 3,700 pounds. Dimensions, approximately 11 feet long, 6 feet wide, over 5 feet tall. Towing capacity, over 3,000 pounds in working condition. The WD was one of the first tractors to feature power-shifted rear wheels, which allowed the driver to adjust the rear wheel spacing without dismounting. It also features a hydraulic lift system called the snap coupler, which allows for much faster changes in farm equipment than the traditional method. For the farmer, the WD is more than just a machine. It is the right arm, the power that replaces the horses. It saves time, frees up the hands, and helps the harvest to be more bountiful. Imagine an early autumn morning in 1952. The dew is still covering the grasslands. The WD starts, the engine roars. Pup 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 steadily. Blue smoke wafts through, the smell of gasoline and oil mixed with the smell of freshly plowed soil. The father sits behind the wheel, the steering wheel vibrates gently. The first wind of the season blows through the cornfield. The wheels are muddy from the rain the night before, but the WD still moves forward strongly. By the fence, the children watch, with pride. Because it is not just a tractor, but an image of family, of the season, of honest labor. Today, many WDs still operate on small farms. Many others are restored, displayed at agricultural fairs, or paraded in village festivals. In the collector community, the WD is considered a classic gem, easy to find spare parts, easy to maintain. It marked a turning point in the mechanization of American agriculture, bringing Allis-Chalmers to a competitive position with John Deere and International Harvester. Allis-Chalmers WD, a compact but powerful tractor, durable but simple. It is a symbol of a time when mechanical power went hand in hand with hard work. If you have ever seen, heard, or driven a WD, please share your memories in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so that together we can preserve the memories of the machines that built rural America. From WD, Allis-Chalmers continued to improve, creating a more powerful model, the WD45. Let's explore the next WD45. Allis-Chalmers WD45. In 1953, America entered a new era of modern agriculture. The war was over, and a younger generation of farmers returned to the fields, needing a more powerful machine. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Allis-Chalmers launched the WD45, the direct successor to the legendary WD. When it left the factory, the starting price was only about $2,400. In 4 years of production, more than 90,000 WD45s were sold to farmers across the United States. Today, a well-maintained WD45 can fetch between $3,500 and $7,000, with beautifully restored examples often prized at vintage fairs. This machine was most popular in the Midwest and Great Plains, where long-lasting traction was needed for vast fields of corn and wheat. It became iconic for its superior power, thanks to a larger engine and advanced transmission, putting Allis-Chalmers up a notch in the race with John Deere and Farmall. Engine, 4 cylinders, 226 cubic inches. Horsepower, approximately 39 PTO horsepower, nearly 44 drawbar horsepower. Transmission, 4 forward, 1 reverse, with power director hand clutch, allowing for changing direction or stopping the PTO without shutting off the engine. RPM, 1,400. Fuel capacity, 15 gallons of gasoline. Weight, approximately 4,000 pounds. Dimensions, approximately 12 feet long, over 6 feet wide, 6 feet high. Towing capacity, over 4,000 pounds in field conditions. The WD45 was the first Allis-Chalmers to be equipped with an optional 6-cylinder diesel engine, a major step forward for the time. Power director technology allowed farmers to work continuously, with fewer interruptions. Rugged, robust, easy to maintain. The WD45 was more than a tool, it was the foundation of the entire farm, from plowing, harrowing, to pulling a small combine harvester. Imagine a morning in 1955. A mist covered the prairie. The WD45 started up, a deep, rumbling sound echoing, brum, brum. The engine sounded steady like the heartbeat of the fields. A thin layer of oil smoke wafted in the wind, mixed with the smell of damp earth left after the rain. The rubber wheels rolled through the mud, leaving deep, heavy but sturdy tracks. The farmer sat firmly behind the wheel, his hands feeling every vibration. The wind blew through her hair, the sunlight shone down on the golden rice fields. In that moment, the WD45 was not just steel, but faith, strength, family memories associated with the harvest. Today, the WD45 is still found on many small farms, working diligently even though it is more than 60 years old. Many others have been restored, displayed in rural parades and vintage tractor fairs. In the collector community, the WD45 is considered a milestone, marking the period when Allis-Chalmers reached the peak of competition. It carries within it the story of the transformation of American agriculture, from horsepower to machine power, from hard work to mechanization. The Allis-Chalmers WD45, a tractor that is powerful, durable, and friendly. An icon of the working spirit of the American farm family in the 50s. If you remember the image or sound of the WD45, share your story in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep the memories of the machines that once changed the whole agriculture. But the journey did not stop. In the late 50s, the D17 appeared, bringing the perfect balance of power and flexibility. Let's explore the next D17. Allis-Chalmers D17. In 1957, America was changing. New highways were rolling, cars were booming, and in the fields, farmers needed a more powerful machine than ever. That same year, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Allis-Chalmers introduced the D17. This was the flagship of the D series, designed to replace the established WD45. The initial retail price was around $3,700. Over the course of 10 years, more than 89,000 D17s were produced, a number that attests to its enduring appeal. Today, a well-maintained D17 can be purchased for between $4,000 and $8,000, depending on condition. It was especially popular in the Midwest and South, where farmers needed a machine that was powerful enough to pull heavy loads, yet versatile enough to handle a variety of tasks. The D17 became an icon because of its balance of power, durability, and ease of use, a nod to the golden age of mechanized farming. Engine, 4-cylinder, 226 cubic inches, gasoline or diesel. Horsepower, approximately 52 PTO horsepower, nearly 54 drawbar horsepower. Transmission, 8 forward, 2 reverse, with power director hand clutch. RPM, 1,650. Fuel capacity, 20 gallons. Weight, approximately 5,000 pounds. Dimensions, approximately 12 feet long, 6.5 feet wide, more than 7 feet tall. Towing capacity, over 5,000 pounds in field conditions. The D17 featured a snap coupler system and later a 3-point hitch, which made it easy to attach implements. It had a diesel engine option, a rarity for the mid-range at the time. With a multi-speed gearbox, farmers could choose the right speed for each job, from deep plowing to pulling a grain cart. Most importantly, the D17 was reliable. Farmers knew that, when the D17 started, they could rely on it all day long, from dawn to dusk. Picture a harvest morning in 1962. In a cornfield, dew still lingering on the leaves. The D17 started, the deep engine hummed. Brum, brum, steadily. The smell of diesel wafted in the air, mixed with the smell of freshly turned soil. The rubber tires were covered in mud, leaving long tracks on the trail. The driver holds the steering wheel tightly, feeling each vibration spread through his arms. The autumn wind blows through the porch, carrying the rhythmic sound of the engine, like a familiar song in the countryside. The D17 does more than just work. It creates memories of the days when the whole family gathered together, the father plowing the land, the mother gathering straw, the children running around the fields. Today, many D17s still work on small farms, as durable as half a century ago. In the collector community, the D17 is always mentioned as a classic gem, easy to find spare parts, easy to maintain. It is a testament to the period when Allis-Chalmers competed fiercely with John Deere and International Harvester, contributing to the advancement of American agriculture into modernity. The Allis-Chalmers D17, powerful, durable, and familiar. A machine that not only plowed the land, but also plowed into the memories of an entire generation of American farmers. If you still have the image or sound of the D17 in your heart, please share your story in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to preserve the memories of the machines that built rural America. Meanwhile, we can't forget the CA, compact, simple, but has accompanied many family farms. Let's explore the next CA. Allis-Chalmers CA. (1950). America enters a new decade. Family farms are still the backbone of the nation. Farmers need a tractor that is not too big, not too expensive, but powerful enough to do the work. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Allis-Chalmers introduces the CA. An upgraded version of the Model B, it is compact but durable. When it was introduced, it sold for about $1,500. Over the 8 years of production, more than 39,000 CAs were produced. Today, a working CA is often valued between $2,000 and $5,000, especially in original restorations. The CA is popular on small farms in the Midwest and Northeast, where versatility is more important than raw power. It became an icon because of its ability to combine compactness, ease of use, and reliability, suitable for the average farm family. Engine, 4 cylinders, 125 cubic inches. Horsepower, approximately 23 PTO horsepower, nearly 20 drawbar horsepower. Transmission, 4 forward, 1 reverse. RPM, 1,650. Fuel capacity, 11 gallons of gasoline. Weight, approximately 2,600 pounds. Dimensions, over 9 feet long, nearly 6 feet wide, 5 feet high. Towing capacity, approximately 2,500 pounds in field conditions. The CA is equipped with an improved hydraulic lift system, making it easier to lift implements. High ground clearance, suitable for working in corn and cotton. It can use many types of agricultural tools: plowing, harrowing, sowing, cutting grass, a real multi-purpose machine. The special thing is its flexibility, compact enough to handle the family farm, but still strong enough to carry the whole crop season. Imagine a summer morning in 1954. In the wheat field, the early sunlight shines through the thin mist. The CA starts, the engine sounds steadily, pup, pup, pup. Blue smoke drifts lightly in the wind, the smell of gasoline mixes with the smell of freshly cut grass. The driver sits firmly on the seat, his hands feeling the steering wheel vibrate. The mud sticks to the wheels after the first rain of the season, but the CA still moves forward, patiently and persistently. The children sit on the wooden fence, watching their parents plow the land. That scene is deeply imprinted in the memories of many farming families where the CA is a part of their childhood and work. Today, many CAs are still found on small farms, running regularly even after more than 60 years. In the collector community, the CA is considered one of the models that is easy to restore, thanks to the widespread availability of spare parts. It holds a special place in the history of Allis-Chalmers, a tractor that is not too big, but contributed to the mechanization of American family farms in the 50s. Allis-Chalmers CA, compact, reliable, and close. A tractor that has been attached to many seasons, many generations of American farmers. If you have ever seen, heard, or sat behind the wheel of a CA, please share your memories in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so that together we can preserve the sound of the engine, the smell of the soil, and the images that made history. And finally, we come to the real giant, the D21. The machine marked a turning point, bringing Allis-Chalmers into the era of high power. Allis-Chalmers D21. In 1963, America entered a decade of agricultural boom. Fields were stretched, farms were expanded, and the demand for tractors was stronger than ever. That same year, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Allis-Chalmers launched a new giant, the D21. This was the company's first large-capacity tractor, designed to compete head-on with John Deere and International Harvester. The initial price was around $7,000, a huge investment at the time. Over the course of 6 years, nearly 10,600 D21s were produced. Today, a working D21 can fetch between $8,000 and $15,000, with original restorations fetching higher prices at auction. The D21 was most popular in the Great Plains and Midwest, where corn, wheat, and soybean fields required heavy pulling power. It became iconic because it was the first Allis-Chalmers to break the 100 horsepower barrier, a milestone in American tractor history. Engine, 6-cylinder diesel, 426 cubic inches. Horsepower, about 103 PTO horsepower, nearly 93 drawbar horsepower. Transmission, 8 forward, 2 reverse. RPM, 2,200. Fuel capacity, 52 gallons of diesel. Weight, over 9,300 pounds. Dimensions, 14 feet long, 7 feet wide, over 8 feet tall. Towing capacity, over 9,000 pounds in working condition. The D21 featured a massive diesel engine, providing unprecedented power for farmers at the time. The large chassis, large rear wheels, and high driver's seat provide a clear view. This is a truly full-size tractor, built for expanding farms. With the D21, farmers can pull multi-blade plows, larger combines, and work on vast fields, something that previous models had difficulty handling. Picture an autumn morning in 1965. In a field of golden wheat, the D21 starts. The engine sounds resoundingly, thrum, thrum, thrum. With great power. Diesel fumes rise, mixed with the smell of newly turned soil, bringing a distinctive pungent aroma. The driver sits high in the seat, his hands firmly gripping the steering wheel, feeling every vibration spread through his arms. The huge wheels crushed the mud still wet from the first rain of the season. The wind blew across the farm, and the rumble of the engine echoed across the farm, declaring, this was going to be a bumper crop. The D21 was more than just steel. It was a new power, a source of pride for families expanding their farms, and a reminder of a generation of American farmers reaching out to a new era. Today, many D21s are still in operation, more than half a century later. Others have been restored, becoming stars at vintage parades and agricultural fairs. In the collector community, the D21 is considered a watershed machine. It brought Allis-Chalmers into the ranks of heavy-duty tractor manufacturers. It was a testament to the golden age of mechanization, when American farmers boldly invested to keep up with the ever-expanding fields. The Allis-Chalmers D21, the company's first heavy-duty tractor. Powerful, durable, and majestic in the American fields of the 1960s. 5 machines, 5 stories, 5 symbols of a golden age. Allis-Chalmers left behind not only tractors, but also a legacy, memories of sweat, of crops, of the spirit of work in the American countryside. If you have ever heard the sound of that engine, ever smelled the smell of freshly plowed soil, or ever seen the orange steel glistening in the afternoon sun, share your story in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so that together we can preserve the echoes of the past, the sounds that built American agriculture. See you in the next video, where memories and engine sounds will resonate forever.